In Sierra Leone, where the average life expectancy is 37 years of age and 1 in 8 women die in childbirth, the All African Peoples Development and Empowerment Project has made a commitment to reduce these high rates of death. This is no small task, as a volunteer-based organization struggles against many contradictions in a country that has an abundance of mineral wealth, yet most of its people are living in poverty. In 2010, nurse midwife Mary Karoma, director of AAPDEP Sierra Leone, was conducting clinic in a makeshift structure made out of sticks. Even in those conditions, her success rate for maintaining the lives of mother and child far exceeded what one could expect in one of the country's government hospitals. The clinic has since moved into a rented location. This has allowed Nurse Mary and her team of professionals to enhance the care of expectant mothers and newborn babies. But there is still a need to build a clinic owned by AAPDEP.
The changes that she has now got is that since we have partnered in relationship, working under my supervision, I have not yet given them money. We have no funds. But actually, the education that I have imparted in them has gone a long way to them in terms of the health sector, agriculture, and other things.
AAPDEP has hundreds of members spread across several towns in the southern part of Sierra Leone. Moriba Town is the site of one of the organization's agricultural projects, boasting an impressive vegetable garden that, when harvested, would produce income for the members and for the organization to continue its work.
Because it's only work that holds this group. If no work, right, why the group?
Yeah. This is beautiful.
You get to brown your seed.
Brand new, okay.
Yeah, so try out.
The members beam with pride as they point out what they've planted. In Mokanji exists another agricultural project, a multi-acre cassava and groundnut farm.
I am the vice principal of this institution, AAPDEP Mokanji.
Okay.
It started all in January, the 1st of January last year. We started this. Our sister brought this initiation here. She called a meeting and I was elected or appointed as the president of the group or the women. I asked them how best they thought I could do the work. They said, we know you and we knew you before. You can do things, you have been doing things to our expectations. I formed 4 groups. So each group had to take care of their own portion. Yeah, so there are 4 portions here. We did it by, what can I say? By competition. Yes. We are doing it by competition. So everyone has to do their own area well. Sometimes, like this Abby Rochelle, at one time sent a bag of bulgur for us and some amount. That bulgur or the money was used for feeding. We used that to take care of the feeding when they were at work. That was what we did to have this guy. The root is the cassava. Let us.
Okay. Wow, this is really huge.
Who did all the planting?
Huh?
Who did all the planting of the
women.
The women.
Oh,
Yes.
It's a lot. From here till
And the men did the brushing. They come by my group. They did all the brushing.
An income-generating fishing project has been
How
launched
long
in
did it take
Bamako.
for Lona build this boat?
And how many people?
This
And
one,
Unamos, yes.
well, this one right now, the cow only has so just 1 week time we go down.
In a week time.
What about to
If you
finish?
material day, all thing day, just 1 week time because now we 12 the roof.
Okay.
If everything is ready, all materials are put in
But
place
other people are
1
at
week.
the forest so
1
right
week.
now. No,
All the ones you are
all
seeing
the
there
roads map, they all
are
now
built
there.
by them.
Great. Thank you.
In a country where only 40% of the population is literate, education plays a key role in an individual's ability to maintain self-reliance. Mokanji is also the site of two of AAPDEP's educational projects, the Vocational Institute and the Nursery School.
Those who are not going to school at all, we practically teach them, actually, and we teach them the adult education. Actually, it's very important for everybody to go to school, you know, to know really how to read and write. So we even start with theory. Yeah. Then the computer, we also try to teach them this because we have people they who want to learn computing. Yes, so we need computers wherein we have people who have gone far in education. We need to do that so that they will be employed in our organization. Then the carpentry, we also do carpentry to make sure if the school provides furnitures, we'll be able to make benches for the school, even the schools in Freetown, the clinics, so that we even include it in our training so that we try to get funds to buy boards to also teach the students how to make these furniture chairs. So with the AAPDEP organization, as we are working in collaboration with AAPDEP, and this is their dream for us to come together as one African and one people. So we have this initiative in order to get a vocational school so that we'll be able to help our sisters in this community. Likewise, the youths, the young boys that are coming up.
People are suffering to learn. There is no school for the younger ones, so I decided to come and help to be a teacher at the nursery department. Well, there are primary school and secondary school in this town, but I don't think if there is any good nursery school. And then the little children also need to learn. Education starts from birth, so we decide to open a nursery school so that we can teach the little children also.
Can you wave here? Hello. Hello. Can you say uhuru? Uhuru. 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 Can you say one Africa? One Africa. Can you say that?
That is important because apart from the school here, there is another big program which is the adults learning the institution project. So some people have been a dropout. Then now when you look into the world, it's better for you to become a self-reliance. So because of the presence of AAPDEP here, we are now teaching the adults, those who do not go too far for education, they are here, and then we are planning to open another, we are planning to do skill training also, which will help them to become self-reliance. Because of that, AAPDEP is so important in this community.
I'm Richard S. Binde. I'm the Secretary General for AAPDEP Sierra Leone.
Okay. You used to work for NGO, correct?
Yeah.
What was the name of the NGO?
ActionAid.
What was their role in Sierra Leone?
Well, first of all, I was admin and the finance officer for ActionAid. Our duty was to build schools, water well, and hospitals for the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay. And in working with ActionAid, did you feel like it was a good organization?
Well, for them. As for me, I don't think it was a good organization, or it is a good organization, because the way they do things, at times, they take the money, because I was in charge of the finance. My coordinator used to tell me that, Richard, prepare a budget for me in the tune of so millions. They were going to build a school or another hospital or this or that. When we prepare this budget, we go to that various place, we just make a snapshot on different buildings, then present this building to the international committee saying that this is what we are doing. And then I asked questions to my boss. I said, what is this? I said, because he told me that we are going to build a hospital in the district. But this is not a hospital. We snap a different hospital which was built by the Arab League, something like this. I said, this is not what we intended to do, or what we asked the people to give us the money to do. All this money that ActionAid, Oxfam, let me say, all the organs of United Nations, we are not working for the interests of Africa. I think definitely United Nations has failed us, especially we Africans.
Yes.
I think one of the main area which I believe that AAPDEP is different is the transparency. I think here in Africa or any other place all over the world, I think if AAPDEP succeed, it's for the interest of Africans here, rather than in the interest of one individual or so. Yeah, let me say, on behalf of all the executive here or AAPDEP Sierra Leone, I believe that people are watching me, and I'm talking to all of you directly, that if this work here in Sierra Leone has been emphasized, we believe and we assure you transparency, accountability, and all the rest will be our paramount priority. And we'll make sure that we do all we can that Africa, not Sierra Leone alone, but the whole Africa be united. And we achieve our own development, instead of depending on ActionAid and the United Nations.
These are just a few of the faces of AAPDEP in Sierra Leone. Contrary to popular belief, Africans can and do want to be self-reliant, and they are putting down the programs to make it happen. Won't you help them by supporting their efforts? Visit developmentforafrica.org to find out how.